Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Home of Politics. I hope your day has been great. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now clear that there is hot air in Kenya right now, according as a result of what His Excellency President William Samoei Ruto, what he just mentioned with his mouth, that there is a lot of corruption and injustices in the judiciary. And so it is serious to an extent that today the Law Society of Kenya has released a press statement demanding for explanation, evidence, tabling facts about what the president is alleging. And so it tells us that even if the president is aware of what is happening in courts about corrupt judges, magistrates, and lawyers, and every other person who is under the judiciary, then why has he been keeping quiet all along until when his plans have been sabotaged to this extent? That is when he is coming out complaining that there is corruption in judiciary as an arm of government. Does it mean that this judiciary has been operating under corruption until the time when the president himself and his plans of development in Kenya has become a victim? This is the time when he is seeing the effect of corruption in judiciary and other arms of the government. My good friends, it is very serious because they demand the evidence, or to mention the judges or those specific individuals who have been involved in the corruption cases, undermining the progress of the nation, and also making other people to undergo suffering, losing cases, and other form of unfairness that has been alleged. And so it is a serious issue. It is blowing a hot air because it is just January 2024, and it is amidst some signs of demonstration that had been promised by the leader of opposition, Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. He had promised that come January 2024, people are going back to the street if there will be no any change, especially on the cost of living, taxation, and other demands that the opposition had demanded. It is now with us here in January. Instead of things turning around in a positive way, things are worsening. Apart from worsening, the head of state himself, instead of improving the situation, is giving out reasons as to why he is not implementing the progress, lowering the cost of living and other things, putting the blame on the judiciary again. And so according to the press statement released today by the LSK, they are saying that coming next week, they are going to organize a protest nationwide whereby all those involved by the judiciary should protest, because they feel they have been disregarded by the head of state, and they are not in a position to take more blames and false statements, because they need tabled facts and those few individuals to be brought out, made on books, to be put behind bars, to lose their jobs, to pay for fines and other things that can be responsible measures. My good people, according to the statement that the president gave about the corruption in judiciary that is derailing development in Kenya right now, then it is obvious that it has become something that it is not pleasing to so many people, more especially the public. Have been complaining about the high taxation, high cost of living, high food prices, high living standards, and right now they are putting blames to the judiciary for failure not to implement what they had promised during the campaign. It is now 1 year down the line, And as the responses are going around, even in social media and everywhere, people are feeling very bad because they feel like the head of state is not concerned, is not caring, to an extent that he is going to implement some of the bills without focusing on the decision of the judiciary, because he believes that the judiciary is corrupt. Right now, if you may ask people around, they will choose even to go to the streets to protest or to demonstrate, only because things are worsening. And so, because this was the wish of so many people, then it might come to pass. So the issue of protest or demonstration has again been backed up by the LSK, the Law Society of Kenya, because they are going on a protest coming next week. We don't know how it will be organized, but they say it is a peaceful protest across the nation, so that they can retain their respect as the judiciary, so that the respect of working independent with the other arms of the government should be upheld. We also see that people right now, whenever they can be called to go out to the street, they might go because they need prompt changes of the year 2024. They don't want the situation of 2023 to look like that one of 2024. And so on my side, I can just say that the president provoked a lot of people. First one being the public, who have been demanding for at least cheaper life, because they are the people who are paying taxes. They are going through a lot and they need positive changes with this regime. The second group that he has just provoked, it is the judiciary. Under LSK, Law Society of Kenya, we have seen their response. Their feedback is very, very serious and they need tabled evidences. And if this can be proven, then serious action should be taken than disrespecting and disregarding the LSK, the judiciary, courts, and any other stakeholder under that body. We also see another group that have been disappointed. It is the opposition, simply because these are the people who are our 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 amplifiers. They air out any issues affecting mwananchi directly, one on one. They represent us everywhere. They complain. They put to an end what is not right in the government. They shape the government. They correct the government. And right now, when you hear about it, the responses or the feedback from the opposition, then it is a clear indication that they really need to go to the street to demonstrate, because failure to implement what they wanted, or failure to bring down the cost of living and other things, they are putting blames on other bodies like judiciary. Previously they were blaming the previous regime, but right now it is the judiciary. And so we don't know if this head of state is playing politics, because sometimes these politicians, you can't take them serious. They go in public, broadcast a lot of words, so that you can feel they are working hard, or on the other side, the other arm of the government or another body is lazing around, only to find out that these two groups are collaborating so seriously, so that they can cover up for their own mistakes. So we don't know if he's just playing politics or he is serious. And another party that he has just disappointed, it is the party of the complainants, who usually go to the court every now and then to complain about what they feel it's not right according to their own opinions and according to their constitution. For instance, those groups and individuals who went to the court to complain about the affordable houses, the housing levy, they are now feeling undermined, very much undermined, because them plus the judiciary, or the order that were given to the court to stop the affordable housing, now they are being termed as corrupt, and it is not a good thing. As the head of state, these bodies work independently, but they must follow constitution and uphold the respect of the highest order. And so, my good friends, do you think this one is going to be solved now that it is hot here? The need of the opposition now, it has been stimulated, because they are the people who have been against almost everything that this regime is doing, basing on their own facts and the constitution. They are right. And on the another way around, we see public is also reacting, because it is not everyone or everybody has been pleased with this issue of affordable housing taxation, and other things is not pleasing everybody. Same to the LSK or the Law Society of Kenya. And so my question or my big question is, the head of state or the president has got every power and can access any information in this Kenya in any of the organization, bodies, private or governmental. If there is anything to do with corruption in the judiciary, the first question is, why hasn't he called them, and or why hasn't he put them behind the bars if there are really corruption that is happening? Another thing, if there is corruption that has been happening, should we also lose focus or lose trust about all the cases that have been presided over by the judiciary for the past 1 year when this regime was in government? Should we lose trust so that everything can be reviewed? Or where is the problem? Should the whole organization, should the whole arm of government in the judiciary be dissolved so that they can do away with the corruption? Why he as the head of the state has not taken any measures to bring to an end these corruption issues in the judiciary? Yet we heard opposition have been complaining so bitterly about the state capture whereby judiciary have been manipulated. What about individuals who have been losing cases or their cases have been decided otherwise than how they were expecting and denied justice? What about them? Because he's the head of state or the government, is just complaining. What should we do? Because we have lost hope and confidence in this judiciary because he himself is talking about corruption in the judicial service. What should we do? And if he is the head of state, he should put them behind the bars. Let actions speak. But as usual, that one is my opinion. Send me your ideas. Have a good day.